Gather round, listen close. The light's going down and here comes the ghost. The Queen Mary, it's getting scary. The witching hour's here bringing Halloween fear. Rise up, ghouls, and manifest. Witching hour's here at Shaqtoberfest.
All right, so we are moving our way out of the way. We thought Shaq was going to do some talking up there to start the witching hour, but it doesn't seem that he is because we think we saw him go off in a golf cart. So we are going to get to the event itself. And so this is not a one-night event. This goes throughout to October 31st. And so it begins, so tonight, to use as an example, it began at 5 o'clock. And from 5 to 8 was basically for families, kids. They had characters that were all very friendly and that were the sets, the same sets that we'll make our way by if they allow us to do video in them. Same sets, just now with scares involved in them. But everything, the kind of carnival atmosphere, the walkthroughs, all of that the same. It's just a change in tone of the actors. And so they call it the witching hour. And that starts at 8 p.m. every night that they bring in the scares. And so we walked through Lost City Boardwalk. This is one of their little zones earlier, and it was all trick-or-treaters basically in there, or they were giving away like candy and stuff. And now there's supposed to be actors in it. Thank you. And for any wondering, the Queen Mary is closed right now. So everything is outside in front of the Queen Mary. into the casino. Not sure on the future of Dark Harbor. I mean, it feels that way. Obviously, it's not at this location anymore. But this is the first year for Shaqtoberfest. We would imagine there'll be more years of it, but not really sure of anything beyond that it's opening night tonight. So you can tell how the sets, like the cutouts and stuff, are kind of more whimsical for the daytime crowd, for just little photo ops. Bones, October 31st, and then we add in some actors to give some.
Look at it, start swinging. Let's swing.
So it was like the exact same actors when we went through earlier, but they were handing out candy. So that's kind of the pivot. So they get, I guess they're open till 11 tonight. So it's like 3 hours of family friendly. Thank you. 3 hours of family friendly, no scares, trick or treating, and then 8 o'clock hits the witching hour, and the actors turn from whimsical and fun and trick or treat friendly to scare monsters. So to get the lay of the land here, the ship is closed, so there's nothing on the ship there except for if you do one of the VIP passes that include like meals and stuff, they'll utilize that up there. There is a little tiki bar area in the back right corner there, just kind of a simple kind of escape from the crowds. Lots of carnival type food options throughout the area here. And then obviously talent making their way around. So this one's called Midway Madness. Let's see the yeah, she is not afraid. So we walked a few of these in the daytime, like the last one. This one we did not walk in the daytime, so not really familiar with the layout. Admission is $45 a night. I believe there may be some deals out there like Gold Star and stuff, but the regular, if you go through the website, $45. Yeah, I believe that does include the rides. Definitely check out the website with all the information because prices can change and all of that. This is opening weekend. Should we go to the Deadman's Wharf? Walk around up here. Definitely, especially with new events, we see a lot of things change over the weekend. So I'm hesitant with any of the information, but that is what the website was as of earlier today when we checked it out. Parking, I am not sure on the price of. They included our parking with the event tonight, covering it for media, so I am not sure what that is. We didn't look up that price, but again, it should be on the website there. You can see, so they have a lot of these kind of takes on Shaquille O'Neal. So this is when they showed at Midsummer Scream, the Shaqenstein version. What's that?
Did you address Paul's comment? Paul, I go in front on the mazes because otherwise Sean blocks my view and then I get frustrated and I don't get scared of them. So, so that's why he's always behind me. He can film above me and I can't see around him, so I'm too short.
A lot of photo ops throughout the land, definitely.
Oh my God!
So this is all outside of the zone here. We're about to go into and they don't really, they call them trails. So I've heard some people call them mazes here as well. I mean, functionally, they're basically little mini mazes. And then these are kind of like scare zones, but they don't really use that terminology in general because I think for the day crowd, they're not trying to use any of the scare terminology, even though it does change over. There are a lot of bars throughout. As I said, a lot of carnival food options throughout as well. Some neat set pieces mixed in. This one is Dead Man's Wharf. Thank you. Excellent. That's the goal. A little bit of entertainment here on a Sunday night. All right, so we are entering now this trail or a little mini maze, Dead Man's Wharf. My initial impression is it's been a lot more fun than I imagined. I just thought it was going to be super family friendly, which, for the daytime, it's got some of these set pieces are a bit scary, I think, for really little ones. But for the nighttime crowd, it's definitely much better staffed than I was expecting. So many of the haunts that we've covered this year struggled with staffing. And so it's been nice. There's been like actors everywhere now. This is a big media night, so obviously things can change. Yeah, it has kind of a, like, we're in an aquarium type vibe. It's interesting because I don't know that we've done anything where it's been like the same exact actors in a lot of the same types of costumes even, that is friendly and like they're trick-or-treating, and then to shift into them being monsters, maybe with a little bit of makeup or something. But it's interesting to see a lot of the same people. You like that one? All right, so around that way is the entrance area, but we're gonna skip that. That's the big Shaq inflatable. If you followed our social media, you saw that earlier, but it's kind of a hassle to go back through it the opposite way. But that's the entry point there. So what's next? The pumpkin one? Or the pirate, or there's a pirate one? Yeah. Yeah, so I think there's 2 other walkthrough areas. Yeah, that's very possible. We didn't know that Shaq was going to be here tonight, but he's been here and he's definitely been taking a whole lot of photos. It's kind of, I mean, wherever Shaq goes, it's like a third of the crowd from the event follows him over there. So this is another little bar area here, similar to, there's a tiki one, as I said, near the ship. So you can kind of get a feel. Diesel's Boathouse. So a lot of seating. So no, it's not too busy tonight, as you can tell. So I don't know. Yeah, it's Sunday night, so not sure about Saturday, Friday, how busy it all gets, but tonight it's been nice that there's just a lot of seating around as well. There seems like more seating than we've been used to in this area. Yeah, so the footprint is basically the same minus the ship of what Dark Harbor was when it was here. So it's about the same size there. There's definitely more like open space that's not being utilized. Like the walkthroughs are so much shorter than what the mazes were before. So this is one we didn't even realize was over here. I thought it was just like an inflatable, but it looks like we're able to go inside. So let's see. So this one is called The Beast. We're going inside The Beast. And it looks like it might be a blackout maze, not sure. We're going inside The Beast, okay. I'm good. There's the tonsils, I believe. So it's basically a massive inflatable that we're inside. It's getting a bit more claustrophobic in some of these corridors. We're about to get run over by the scared people behind us. Yeah, so the pathway's getting super narrow here. Going low. Right, okay.
One on the right, go to your right.
All right.
Who on the right?
Is it Shaq?
So I haven't seen any actors yet, but lots of screaming and lots of scaring from the guests themselves, scaring each other. It's quite warm in here, as you can imagine, too, being an inflatable.
They dirty. They scared of us. That's how we need to go to them. We can't help it.
All right. So that was just one big inflatable that was pretty warm and definitely not my favorite experience there. It's a neat idea, though, but I thought we might come across an actor at least somewhere in there, but it was just the guests kind of freaking themselves out. And as is the case a lot of times for us, I'm usually the person at the back of our group doing video over the heads of everybody, and so I get everybody pushing me from behind from the other group. So that was what that one was. Okay, so let's make our way over to, what is it, like Diesel's Pumpkin Patch or something like that is over here? The one that's on the other side of the stage? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Pirates. So we've got the Pirates ship, and then we've got like a pumpkin patch, kind of scarecrow type walkthrough as well. Let's take a look at the pricing real quick, just so people can kind of know, because obviously carnival type stuff, the food is usually super pricey. But just again, feel hot dog on a stick, $8, cheese dog, $8, lemonade, $5, $8, fries, $6. I feel like it's a tad cheaper than some of the events we've been at here, but definitely not cheap. I mean, the food is pricey, but I feel like it's a little better than it was at some of the other ones we've been to here. So let's see, all in all, Carmel and I tried this earlier. It was really good. It's like a cookie brownie.
Crony, I think is what they're called.
Crony? Okay. So how many mazes are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe 5 is in total. Yeah. Oh, here we go. There. No, we never did one of the paranormal ones. We've stayed at the Queen Mary, and that was a lot of fun, but we had not taken ever one of their tours. All right, so we did not go through this one. What is this? Looks like, oh, this is Pirates Cove. Kind of a neat facade there. We'll go get in line real quick. Okay, thank you. Oh, so we don't need to go in the line, so we'll go back to the front. Thank you. It's got a pretty great facade here, the ship. That's a good call, Castle Grayskull. I don't know how that didn't even hit me, but it did not. That's a great call. Oh, this is some pretty nice set piece in here. So looks like there's a bar in here.
Skip the bar.
Yeah. All right, we've got the Conga Line now. All right, and so this, just to orient yourself in case you're interested, this is the front of the park there. So as you enter through the Shaq Inflatable, it takes you off to the right up there into the Dead Man's Wharf area and back around. But so the Pirates Cove that we just went through here is actually the actual front though. Yeah, and there are restrooms over here. Restrooms are porta potties, so be advised if you're coming out. All right, next up is the last of the walkthroughs. This is the pumpkin patch. I forget, it's like Diesel's pumpkin patch or something like that. So we'll make our way over there. Oh. So actually there was a question about the rides earlier, and Carmel looked into that, and you do have to buy ride tickets separately. So FYI, if coming out. Oh, we'll do this first. Diesel's Pumpkin Patch. Thank you.
Accompanied by Over the Top Light Show, mixing Halloween and EDM into a walk-through experience.
So it looks like this is like a bounce house. Hello. So yeah, it does have a bounce house function to it. We are going to skip the bouncing option, but you could just take your shoes off and bounce for a while.
Been getting tired, well maybe a little baby, I don't wanna lie. I know when you text me, girl, I don't always reply. Well, you're not an angel either, you can't even fly.
So it looks like for the little ones, they have a bounce house kind of to go through as part of the maze. Looks like it's in. So they're having us go through the regular haystacks here, but it looks like little ones can do that. This is the Pumpkin Shack with a Q. You can hear the chainsaws. Looks like we're gonna go in another building when we bend the corner here. here's the next structure, which has a nice facade on it. Yeah, you know, that music, that's a good point. The music is like, that's playing throughout from the time we got here, really. So it's kind of more of like a party atmosphere than a strictly scare atmosphere. But yeah, it definitely changes the vibe as you go through the mazes, because all the music is definitely, you know, DJ driven, lots of dance music. It's a huge figure. All right, so now we are going into what I would assume is a slaughterhouse. Thank you. The big center stage definitely looked like there's going to be some sort of set piece there, here as well, or an actor up there. So this is the first one we went through that felt a little short-staffed, but it seemed like a couple spots there where there could be some good scare opportunities that just aren't there at the moment. But for the most part, as I said, there's been a pretty healthy dose of talent on hand versus many events we've covered this year. A lot of places have been struggling with staffing and all that. Okay, let's bend into the merch shop real quick just so you can see the store. See what they're selling here. The merchandise shack. It's definitely LA Haunted Hayride vibes in general and the types of stuff they've got. They've got the Shaqtoberfest shirts. Kind of love that one. Shaqtoberfest with the cat. Peace, love, and Halloween. Sweatshirt. Sweatshirts going about 37. T-shirts 27. I'm gonna move out, try and get to somewhere slightly quieter. So I saw a comment about Scary Farm seeming a little light on talent. Yeah, you know, we've been there a few times and it's there's some that seemed like, I think the first two times we went through Depths, it seemed really light on talent. And then the third time we went through on a different day, it was like packed with talent everywhere. And it obviously makes such a big difference on the experience. But Hayride was really light on talent when we were there. So yeah, you know, SeaWorld for the Hollow Scream was light on talent. So we keep hearing from friends in the industry just having some tough times with that. But it's hard to find anywhere that's kind of quiet in here. But we'll kind of edge into wrapping this up. So we basically walked you the entire footprint. This is something usually events don't allow, like this much video. So here they did allow it, which is awesome. So you got to feel, but this is basically everything. So now you can kind of calibrate decision making if you're in the area, if you're going to check it out and kind of see what it all entails there. As I did say, Check the website to make sure on pricing, ticket availability, hours for the day that you're going. All the signs we've seen says the witching hour begins at 8, so I think then they look like permanent signs, so I think the witching hour begins at 8 every night, but definitely check that because maybe it'll change as it begins to get darker earlier in the season. But some fun stuff here. I know for myself it's definitely been a lot more in terms of the scare side of things than I expected. I really did not expect these many scare actors out and about doing their thing, so that's been really fun to see. So with that said, we are going to do a deeper dive into it and all the details on the podcast. We'll also be talking about Bones Gulch and Six Flags Fright Fest, so if you're interested in that, find us on any of our where podcasts are available. We're going to wrap up here in this live tonight. Thank you for joining us so much. We appreciate it. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, all of you, for tuning in this Sunday night. Hope you have a great start to the week here with Monday morning. I know it's coming fast for me in the morning, so got to get ready for work. So wrapping up here from Shaqtoberfest. Until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.